Hey, this is Jeff, watching Ready on YouTube and on Patreon, and Community Preppers on Facebook and on GoFundMe. I want to talk about investment and investing. When you started getting older, you started investing in yourself, be it cars, place to live, tools, in case something happened, right? You invested in things that were going to better you as you took the stroll of life, wherever it may lead you or take you, right? Right. So that's what prepping is. Prepping's the same thing. You're investing in yourself. You're not handing out raffle tickets to things that you have acquired. You hang on to those things because you may need them down the road. And when there's a gameplay, say your tires need changed on your vehicle, or you need to pull a motor, or something of that nature, you have the tools to do it yourself instead of taking it to a garage that's going to charge you double or triple, right? So why not invest in yourself, giving yourself the best possible outcome by being a prepper, by investing in you and your family? I don't see the reason behind not being a prepper, not being prepared. Being a prepper is being prepared and self-reliant. Because when shit hits the fan, your local government is not going to be able to handle the thousands of people on a city block. Feeding them, clothing them, keeping them safe, or whatever. That's going to be out of the question. So invest in yourself, giving yourself the best possible outcome of any situation. Right? I mean, in your head, you think, if this happens, I've got this to take care of that if it does happen. Because it's already happened to you once before and you were unprepared. You weren't ready. This is the same scenario. You're preparing for the next time that something happens, the next event that happens. You will have you and your family taken care of. You will not be a burden to them. Right? You do things to better serve you. So let's say you have a lot of guns, you have a lot of ammo, you have a lot of food. Good. I'm proud of you. You've taken yourself away from the majority group that isn't going to have anything. Now, you're not going to be out there begging, stealing, possibly murdering somebody to further your prosperity and living. Good. But these videos are to keep you witty and smart, and to keep you educated. Not saying that you're stupid or dumb. Just sometimes we forget what our past has shown us could happen. And from those times, we need to prepare. If your power was out for a week, I guarantee you right now you've got a generator in your garage for the next time that the power is going to be out a week, because you don't want to be without. You don't want to let your food spoil. You want to have electricity, means of communication, right? You want to stay cool or you want to stay warm. You know, you went and got a generator. That way you're not left out. Good for you. You're getting smarter. You're thinking ahead. When you enter a place, let's say you go out to a bar. Right off the bat, you ain't thinking about having fun if you're a guy. Anyway, you're scanning the bar. You're looking and you're searching and making sure that where you are is safe, that you have no threats, right? Right. You may find a couple scumbags that you know for sure are going to cause trouble. So you party, you have your fun, but you watch those individuals. You keep your eye on them, right? Because if it comes down to it, you're going to have to defend yourself if they decide to be reckless or become a threat to you. So, the same thing is with prepping. You're entering a situation. Times are changing in your community and in your state and in your nation. Things are changing daily. You need to be aware of what's happening in your neighborhood, in your city, and in your state, and in your nation, where you live. Because why? Because whatever happens in your community affects you. Whatever happens in your state affects you. Whatever happens in your nation affects you. Everything has an effect on you, the individual person. It's not the way we like it, but it is the way it is. And that's the way it is. That's the way they have the system set up that we follow. To take yourself out of that equation is to prep. So you do not have to follow the rules in case of a catastrophic event happens. You don't have to follow the rules everybody else has to follow. You don't have to go to a meal line. You don't have to be packed up on a truck and taken somewhere like a FEMA camp. You can exempt yourself from being part of that equation, that threat. So you scan your neighborhood, you scan what's going on in your state, scan what's going on in your nation, scan what our military is doing. That's what a prepper does. That's what I do. And a lot of stuff, I just get on here and I tell you what I see, what's going on, and I leave it open to you to go investigate it, to check it out, or you just take my word for it, doesn't matter. But the main thing is, I get the word out. I make sure that you're not left in the dark. I make sure that you're not caught unaware of things that are not being told to you by your local media. You may not even watch the news, and that's fine. I prefer you don't. I'd rather you find a media source on your YouTube Zero Hedge, Lisa Haven, Prepared Mind Channel with John. He's a Marine. Dabu 7. These are all great places to look for alternative news and get full stories on what's happening, what's coming down the pipe. A lot of you are very smart. A lot of you are very intelligent, or you wouldn't listen to these videos. And you are becoming more aware. Good for you. I'm really proud of you that you take the time and you watch these videos that I prepare. I would hope that I'm not, just talking in the thin air, even though there's nobody else around. I really am, but I'm talking to you, the person on the other side, to get you awake and aware of what's going on, to scan where you live. Has there been break-ins in your neighborhood more than there used to be? Is there been more shootings and stabbings in your city than there used to be? Are they cutting programs in your city in your city where you live? Because that will have effect on everything you do. Remember, everything affects you. And for every action is a reaction. Remember that. I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I can definitely point out some things to make you more aware and things that you should be looking for. Because I do not want to have to meet you on the street and, you and me are face to face. I'd rather us come to an agreement and work together. And if we're both preppers, we can do that. But if one of them's just a scumbag, just wanting to cause trouble, and he's out to get what I got, then we're going to butt heads. And it's not going to be good, because one of us are probably going to die in a crisis. Remember, I said a crisis doesn't have to be an economic crisis, even though that's right around the corner. Donald Trump warned of that before he was elected president of the United States. He said we're in a big, fat, ugly bubble. We're in a couple big, fat, ugly bubbles, is what he should have said. And what he's doing now is not for now. It's for after the crisis has already taken place. Whether it takes 5 years or 20 years to get through it, he's setting up our economy to be better after the crisis. Because right now, our credit bubble is getting ready to pop. Our banking, is getting ready to pop. Our housing market, again, is getting ready to pop. And if you don't remember back when Fox News was announcing, back in 08 and 09, hey, get guns, water, food, ammunition. They were threatening this, and you could find it on YouTube. Fox News was saying, get prepared. We easily forget what tragic events happened back then, because there were people that were killing their whole families because they didn't want them to go through an economic crisis, do without. Okay? This ought to make you more aware of wanting to be a prepper, because when these people lost their jobs and their nice boats and vehicles and their 401ks and their nest eggs, whatever they had set back, was wiped out. The government took it, wiped out, and they're going to do it again. Where do you stand when that happens? Again. See, you're living in unsure times of what tomorrow brings. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. I enjoy making them. You know, I don't make a whole lot of them, 2 or 3 a week maybe. And, you know, things get rattled around in my head, and I just got to put them out there for you to think. For you to begin prepping or add more to what you already have. Like I said in the other video, you don't go to the store and buy one package of meat to eat for one whole week. You fill the cart. That's part of prepping. But you take 10, 20, 30% of your income and invest it in what? Yourself, your family. You know, if it's food, you can eat that at any time. So you're not losing nothing there. Water, you can, the same thing. You can use that anytime. Ammo, I mean, you could resell it. You could just keep it. You could shoot it yourself. So you're not losing nothing when you prep, which is awesome. So why not do it? Why not get it together? I have quite a few friends that I've said that when crap hits the fan, you're welcome here, and and I'll do that because they bring their food, they bring their toiletries, they bring everything that they use at their house here, and we put it together and we make it work. And then if it comes down to hunting, we'll do that. Whatever it takes. It's survival, and you'll be better off with more people involved with the same mindset that you have working with you than more people working against you. We know how hard it is when you are trying to do something and somebody messes up when you're on a job and they do something wrong, because then you got to go ripping it, tearing it apart, and resetting everything the way it's supposed to be. Well, we don't want that. We want to be able to prep and prepare and have stuff set aside, so when time does come, we're ready. We are ready. I've been prepping for 7 years. I've said that in many of my other videos. I'm just saying, one that I had everything in one day. I didn't. I slowly invested in myself. And then as the news got worse and things started happening more with terrorism and cyber attacks and threats of EMPs and wars with Russia and possible wars with Korea started happening, I started investing more. So I'd say when I first started out, maybe 5-10% of my monthly income went into prepping. But now I try to invest as much as I can. And there's a reason for that, So, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, share this video, and donate if you can. If you can't, just like, subscribe, comment, and share. I thank you for taking your time again, for listening to this video on Watching Ready on YouTube and Community Preppers on Facebook. You guys have a good day. Stay safe. Stay vigilant watching everything that goes on around you. Being prepared, whether you carry a small firearm or you carry a small knife or pepper spray. Anywhere you go, you should have something, okay? Because this world is not good. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you. Have a good weekend, Memorial Weekend. I'm signing out.